What's up? Welcome back to Melvor Idle Hardcore Gen 2 episode 20. Basically we're on cruise control right now. I am trying to get all level 99 in all the combat skills. I want the all skill cape. I want to get all the achievements for Steam because that's what I'm trying to work towards on this account, kind of. It's going to be a completion account. I want to get all the masteries and things like that. But first and foremost, I want to pick up where I left off on my last hardcore account when he died. And that means getting some of these achievements done and getting all 99 skills and, that kind of thing. So that's the current goal. I've spent the week pretty much during the day. I do combat, and then overnight I do a skill like fishing up prayer points, or I fished up a bunch of whales, and now you see me cooking them. I would point out that I'm not sure if this, I don't know if this is intended or not, but this automatically equip food when it's made. This doesn't work if you're offline. It just piles up in your bank and you have to go equip it. So I'm not sure if that's intended or not. I really didn't notice it until I came in here. I was like, well, where's all my fish? So got a nice pile of fish stacking up. Let's see here. So I kind of wanted to do everything safe. So I've been working on pets. I started with the chicken coop, got that one done. That gives you a little bit of accuracy rating, which is good. A little bit of gold from the graveyard boss pet, and then some range hits from the bandit base, which is going to be good whenever that goes. Chance to double loot in combat from the spider force. That one's done. I skipped over the Milelite caves because I think that one's, I should say I skipped over the Hall of Wizards also. The Wizards one in the Milelite caves, I'm going to idle with my range character because I think they're mostly magical stuff, so it'd be easier to just go through there. This deep sea fish gives you plus 2% Slayer coin. This one took forever to get. I looked at it. I was over 900 kills clears on this just to get this pet. And I took a break and started going and working on the frozen cave. The reason you see that I have ranged, any level in ranged is because I found out that the frozen cave gives you ranged stuff. I shouldn't say I found out. I kind of knew that. So this is level 40 gear, and I raised up enough to equip this gear. And I learned somewhere that you can use crossbows, like level 1, you can use crossbows. You're not limited to bows or, short bows or long bows. You can actually use a crossbow at level 1, ranged. So I'm now using the adamant crossbow at level 5 or 10, something like that. I need to get a better one. But I got this guy up a little bit because, level 40 isn't that hard to hit. It didn't take me long to get this. I already had a bunch of bolts. I thought, you know what? I've got a character slot just sitting here. Let's crank out some skill level for it. I threw a fire making skill cape and this gold emerald ring on for XP boost. And I just kind of let him run on, what was I doing here? Probably tentacles and giant crabs. That's the go-to because they have high hit points and they die pretty easily. They don't hurt. So you can idle those things for a long time. Up to level 40, 50, 60, somewhere in there. I cut off at level 40 because that's where the this ice gear stopped. But this stuff's supposed to give you some range strength bonuses. I assume this is ranged gear, so I just kept it. I think the paladin gloves are a little better at damage reduction, so I kept those. But anyway, since I was already going to farm the frozen cave as it was, instead of hanging on to this gear in my inventory that's dwindling again, I basically thought, all right, I'll go do ranged. I'm not going to work on magic yet because that's going to take more resources for the runes that I don't want to do. So I'm just going to work. This is what I did with adventure. I worked on the melee and then worked on the ranged and kind of came up that way. I'm still not even into magic on adventure, and that's going to be a while on this one too. But let's see here. I went from, well, this was kind of an after effect. I think I was mistaken. I was thinking that I had beaten the deep sea fish, or I had gotten the pet from the deep sea ship, and I skipped over to the frozen cave, got all this, I leveled up my range, got all my gear, and then I was looking at my pets and I was like, oh, I never did get the deep sea ship done, so I had to go back and finish that. And like I said, that one took a really long time to grind out. Still rocking the same gear. I did get the Sunset Rapier, so that's nice. That's a better weapon. It's not as good on the block. I really need to figure out something different, I think, which now might be a good time to start working on Slayer and go after the Griffins and Pegasus for those claws. I do have, well, I need to beat this 100 times, then I'll have this unlocked, but at least if I can get the Ancient Claw, that would do a lot of damage, and that would have a little more damage than this thing, so probably time to start looking at grinding that out. Let's see here. Put this back over here so I'm generating money, or getting all my bonuses. I shouldn't say generating money. The Crown of Relics and Signet Ring gives you bonuses to that stuff. So let's see, the preservation and doubling items somewhere in there. So that's pretty much what's been going on. Not real sure where we're gonna go exactly, because I'm running out of dungeons to work on. Like I can do the Frozen Cave, and then I've got the Dragon's Den. Then I'm gonna get into the difficult ones that I don't know that I'm ready to tackle yet, because I can't really idle them. I have to sit with them. So I may do things like sit back and, once the Frozen Cove, it's a cove, I guess. Once I get that thing, get the pet, I'll have cleared everything out of it. I could probably park on the deep sea ship and try to get the more amulets of torture in this ancient sword. That's definitely because I want to get all the items in it. So that's definitely something I'm going to have to do. I think I've got all the items out of everything else that I've worked on so far, aside from this one. Dragon's Den, the ancient crossbow would be really good to grind out. This one's probably going to be a real serious grind, because this gear, you get each of these pieces, and then it takes, I think, 1,500, I think it's 750 or 1,500. It takes a lot of this dragon hide to upgrade each of these. So you have to really park on this thing for a long time. The Twin Exile and the Ancient Crossbow have, last I saw, the same drop chance, which is super low, and they take a long time to get. As much as I've ground all of this in my standard account, I still don't have the pet for this area. So I need to sit back and grind that out, also the pet. So this one maybe linger for a very long time. Of course, I can also build up my ranged guy and work on the Hall of Wizards and the Myolite Cave. Can do that. I definitely want to be over leveled for it, and having this gear might not be bad, but we do have options because there's crafting. Can go in here and craft up some, go fight some black dragons, get the black dragon hide. Just need to be, what is it, level 60? 70. Level 70 for this stuff. I think 75 or 80 is the ancient stuff. So if we're going to go farm the Dragon's Den to get the ancient crossbow and all this dragon hide, I'm going to have to get, several levels ranged up. So there's plenty of different possibilities to go forward with. I think I really want to get my defense up to 75, or I'm sorry, it is at 75. I want to get my defense up to 85. That will open up all the possibilities for the god dungeons. I can then work on range to maybe get that up to 85. I'm not too caring on which way I go. But I do want to get my ranged stuff, or I'm sorry, not ranged. I want to get my melee stuff leveled up as far as possible, and getting the ranged up to the same level so I can do all the god dungeons, because it's kind of going to be a cascade. Once I get into the air god dungeon, that gives me ranged gear that I could then turn around and use in the water god dungeons. So that would be beneficial. The only problem is once I start doing the water god dungeon, I need to have my magic leveled up. So I don't know. I may pivot and start working on Slayer again, because I was looking at this Shrouded Badlands. This wouldn't be a bad time, because one of the things I want to do is clean out inventory, go farm out the Amulets of Accuracy, Defense, and Glory. I could also use the Sanguine Blade. I can't remember if it's a one or two-handed, but I think it's more geared towards slashing and blocking rather than stabbing. I don't remember. I'll have to check on that, so don't quote me. But it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to go ahead, hit level 80, and I'm right there. I'm very close to it. Go ahead and get that, farm this Bounty Hunter out. He is pretty easy to farm on, and he drops these 3 amulets. Now, here's the kicker to the whole thing. Once you get all those amulets, like there's I think 6 of these, and you have to have 2 of each. And then you have to have these 2. You have to have 10 of each, and it upgrades into this Fury of the Elemental Zodiacs. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different ones, and then the Fury and Torture. Fury is pretty easy to get, and like I said, you can get 3 of these from the one guy, and he has like a 50% drop rate. Like, he drops tons of them. They're really great to get from him. But the Amulet of Torture is the one that takes forever to get. So I can farm these out, and if I do, the cool thing about farming this out, if I get this done, is that frees up a ton of inventory space, because then I can get rid of 8 different rings, or amulets, not rings. If I've been saying rings, I meant amulets. 2, 3, 4. I think this is the strength. Yeah. So this one is the upgraded version of that. I really am missing some of these. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm missing 2 of them. Probably the magic. Yeah. See, I'm missing the magic. Oh, not that. I want one of these. Accuracy. Maybe I'm missing accuracy and magic. Yeah. So I really need to get those farmed out at some point too, and that is a long grind. This would be a perfect time to farm those, because I need the attack, strength, defense, ranged, and magic. I need all of this anyway. And if I'm going to sit here and repeatedly kill this stuff, it'd be a perfect time to just generate XP and build my character that way. So I think that's what I'm going to do, because I don't know that I want to go into the Dragon's Den just yet. Oop, don't click that. I'm not sure I want to go into the Dragon's Den just yet. That's a higher end dungeon. I really don't want to push things. I know I've already beaten the volcano, but the volcano I paid attention to, and I sat through. I think I want to get the Frozen Cave pet done, and then start working on Slayer stuff. Keep going probably on hard tasks. I could go up to Elite, but I probably need to get my magic done, because I think the Elite stuff that I can do now is these guys here, because I don't have any of this other stuff unlocked yet. So it's only these 2. So I need to build up a ton of Slayer coin. The other thing I need to do with Slayer coin is I only have the Necro hat. I have plenty of levels in summoning. I can equip all of the Necromancer gear. I've kind of pushed summoning off to the side, and I really need to prioritize that. I've been tinkering around with it in my adventure account. I've really enjoyed it. Once you have everything and you kind of get all the synergies, I'm starting to see the value in it. It just takes a lot of money, and it takes a lot of time to get there. And having the full Necro set would give you a lot of tablets fast, so I need to work on that also, which is going to take a ton of Slayer coin. So got a few things to shop for. 750, yeah, 1.5 million, which is where I was at on my other account. I can start doing these Elite tasks. I don't think I can do the Master tasks yet, but I can definitely get these Elite tasks done if I get like magic raised up, because I think I want my magic to fight these things. Now the Shrouded Badlands are a little different story, because melee can take care of these 2 pretty easily, and range can do that one. Melee can actually work on the Bounty Hunter too. He's actually the weakest one of these 3, or these 4. Honestly, I think the Rancor Spider is probably, because your accuracy sucks, and I don't know, it's just, he's tough. These 2 heal, and that really sucks too. But I don't know. I think that's how we're going to go forward. I'm going to go ahead and finish off this dungeon, this Frozen Cove. I think I'm going to leave the Dragon's Den for the time being. I want to hit 85 in defense, so I may pivot now and start working on Slayer tasks, working and trying to get the Griffins and Pegasus. I may just go grind those out anyway, just to get the weapon out of them. That'll take a couple of days to get these done. But the cool thing is I'm fairly well leveled, and fighting these guys should be pretty easy right now. So that's kind of where we're at and where we're going. Hopefully the 1.0 patch drops very soon. We're at the very end of October. Supposedly in November we get it, and hopefully it's sooner than later. Because then I don't know what, then I can see what we're dealing with. You know what I mean? Like right now, I'm just kind of pushing forward. I don't know what all, I don't think we're getting new skills. There's some cool stuff we're getting. I just want to coast along and get into that and then be ready for it. So, at any rate, that will do it for this episode. We will catch you on the next one. Take care.